What's going on, guys? One Chains Gaming back here with another video. And today we have our podcast is back. So for this, I know I did take a little bit of time off. Had started a new job and stuff. Was just trying to find a rhythm with everything. Wanted to get that started first before I came back to getting videos for you guys. But we are back now. I've kind of got a routine down. So podcast will be back every week. And then as far as this goes, we'll go over this podcast. Will be basically just a season 4 wrap up of everything I didn't cover. And then I will at some point have the Season 5 content overview that we get out of the blog that we got on Wednesday. And then there'll be a TikTok as far as the Leaks 2K gives us because it is Thursday night. And then we will, after that, have just kind of probably another podcast again this week. My computer currently hates me, so get ready for some slower wait times. But the last time you guys heard from me was February 7th, so we'll start with February 8th, work our way up. I'm not going to go super in-depth about every card. I'll just kind of generally cover some stuff and just go over like the key points that wrapped up Season 4, and we'll go from there. So that Tuesday after we got February 8th, we got a Hunt for Glory. It seemed to be the Tuesday theme. Not anything too crazy. Tyler Hero's okay. Peja, not really. Allen, not really. Again, just a typical Tuesday set, not cards anybody's using, just more so cards for collector level. That Friday we actually got a really good promo in the Level Up promo. So this was another like Evo type promo, but instead of having to do the Evos, you could also get the they had like the signature series type thing where it's like the like a pass or whatever that you could immediately get. You could apply it to the unleveled up card and you would get the Evo'd version. A couple interesting things with this is Kevin Porter actually shrunk 2 inches if you Evo'd him up. I think everybody's consensus big name as far as like budget guys, Thurl Bailey. He's still on my team. He's actually really, really good. Big guy, got Hoff interceptors. This seems to be the common theme with everybody. Good player model. Just that real budget, especially the small forward, power forward. He ends up being really nice. The other big thing we got out of this was we got point guard Ben Simmons finally. Ben Simmons' Evo was not a 3-point Evo. He does still have his power dribble style and stuff. 62 3-ball, which isn't terrible if you give the right badges and stuff. He's actually pretty good. He does, unfortunately, can't really get anything as far as shooting badges go, so that was a little tough. But, I mean, all in all, solid card. He's playing starting point guard for me right now, just at least until I can kind of figure out exactly what I want to do with him. He'll probably go to the bench or something here in a little bit, depending on what we get over the next couple of weeks. But other than that, it wasn't really anything too crazy. Wilt Chamberlain was okay, but he got his normal shot. Gilbert, they didn't update his jump shot. Paul George was on normal. Basically, everybody, pretty much almost everybody's jump shot was on normal besides a couple of guys. The budget guys, JT Thor was really good. I did use him a little bit for limited and stuff. Solid card. Other than that, though, not really anybody that was too noticeable in the set other than the few guys we talked about. But that was a Friday promo. It was actually really decent. It's just with doing Evo cards, you can't add badges, which is kind of tough. And then for Valentine's Day, we actually did end up getting a locker code for Josh Hart. It has expired by now, so I won't be like putting that on the screen or anything. But we did get a Josh Hart card. Solid card. Thing is he's a small forward shooting guard that can't dribble, which is rather unfortunate. But I mean, for a free card, I don't really think anybody was complaining. So again, all in all, solid, not the worst. I believe it was base dribble style. Had a couple of interesting badges, things like that. Okay, there it goes. But yeah, was an card. Not anything too crazy. And then so the Tuesday before that, we got a cheetah set for the Tuesday content. It was Monte Ellis. They didn't change SIGs. I really thought Monte would be the guy to change SIGs on. I was kind of hoping they'd give him like a quicker jump shot. They would give him better dribble SIGs, stuff like that. Didn't do anything to him. And then, again, it was just a John Wall, like Willie Cauley-Stein. Like, again, not really, like, I mean, Willie Cauley-Stein for budget guys I think was okay. But, I mean, there wasn't anything that was, like, over-the-top good about Willie Cauley-Stein, right? And then the day after that, so Wednesday, this was before All-Star game, the Wednesday before All-Star, we got a tweet that Ronnie was excited to announce something, blah, 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 blah. Nobody really cared because it was Ronnie announcing things, so it was probably something stupid. And it turned out to be more controversial and stupid than initially thought. We ended up getting celebrity cards. So we got Quavo, we got the game, aka the booster, and then we got Ronnie 2K himself. How fitting. So the community was pretty divided on this. I kind of gave my thoughts briefly in a TikTok, but I will give my thoughts again here. So, while celebrity cards aren't game breaking because they're only able to be used offline. You can't use them online. The thing that concerns me is this is a stepping stone for this to happen moving forward, right? Sure, it's cool that they got that. Personally, I think we should have gotten WNBA players before we got to celebrities. I feel like we kind of skipped a step in the process. I figured celebrity cards were like 5-6 years down the line, honestly. I thought maybe not this year, maybe like the end of this year, middle of next year, we'd see like a couple of WNBA cards, because WNBA cards aren't going to be game breaking, because to be honest, they're not as tall as the Myteam meta is, right? Myteam meta is height. That's why you see people, that's why I'm still running Ben Simmons at point guard with power dribble style. It's because A, there's not a lot of good point guards, and B, it's just height is what rules in my team. It's just it's always been that way. It's always going to be that way. Unfortunately, just how the gameplay is. So, like, WNBA players don't break the game. Like, there's not a bunch of 7-7 Curry sliding demigods in the WNBA. Like, let's be honest. So, I definitely thought that was more of a step that we should have taken. Because I figured maybe in 5 years, once the game was completely dry and we were going on like year 7 of talking about how dry the game was and whatnot, that they'd be like, all right, screw it, we'll just throw in some celebrity cards. The thing that concerns me is now this sets a precedent that they're going to be in the game, right? So now at the end game, instead of waiting for a Dark Matter Cade Cunningham or a Dark Matter Evan Mobley, we're going to be waiting on Dark Matter like the game or Dark Matter Snoop Dogg or... Like, that's not something I want to see. Like, if I wanted celebrities in the game, just go back to the old days when they were in the blacktop or in the dunk contest and offline. You can't even use the cards online. Who cares? I just think we're starting to get too far away from what 2K is meant to be, right? It's NBA 2K, right? National Basketball Association 2K. It's meant to be about basketball. I understand that this mode isn't for realism, right? Let's be honest. If you want realism, go play now, right? Where people have realistic stats, realistic badges, all that shit. But I feel like we're starting to veer too far off into the NBA Jam type atmosphere, right? Like when Park added the trampoline parks or whatever, it died really quickly because it was just too NBA Jam without being NBA Jam, if that makes sense. So the fact that we're getting celebrity cards and this now sets the precedent that they're going to start being in the game more, I'm not a fan. Because now you're starting to pay celebrities for stuff and for endorsements and for them to get scanned into the game, for them to promote your game. When in reality, you could go take that money and spend it on actual NBA players we don't have. We don't have J.R. Smith anymore. We still don't have a Reggie Miller. We still don't have Charles Barkley. You're just getting a bunch of celebrities or getting a bunch of rights from guys from the 60s that nobody in your player base has ever heard of. Like, if you're gonna spend money on adding people in other than the core base of what you normally get, right? Add players that obviously people have heard of. That helps a lot. Add WNBA players because you already have their rights because there's a whole mode for WNBA, right? So why are we going out of our way to not add guys that should be in the game, guys that we keep continually losing rights to? Like, I saw a thing on Facebook today in like a Facebook group I'm in. We haven't seen a Nick Young card in like 2 years, right? Swaggy P's not in the game. I enjoy using Swaggy P. Is he a comp card? Fuck no. But he's fun when you're drunk and hanging out with your friends or you want to play somebody in like a play with friends thing. You want to use Swaggy P and just taunt him and shit, right? Like we're just starting to lose what this game is meant to be. So yeah, that was that. And then we got a couple of different things. So Friday, we got our All-Star promo. It was an interesting promo. The thing I will say, though, is getting Dark Matters don't matter if they don't act like Dark Matter cards, right? So we got like an Opal Mello, who's basically a little bit better than his Pink Diamond, not anything too crazy, because his jump shot timing is still on normal, right? Jump shot timing hasn't improved. SIGs haven't improved. So that's kind of an L in that case, right? Zack Levine, good. Release is still on normal. Like, sure, fun card. Release is still on normal. I love this just because I love Nuggets Melo in that jersey and the cornrows. That's just because of when I started watching basketball. I always enjoy that picture. Jokic was like 50K for most of the weekend. He still might be 50K. I haven't looked at Jokic in a couple of days. Westbrook, timing on normal. Didn't change SIGs. Nobody's going to use him. He's a 6'3" point guard. He's a 6'3" point guard not named Steph Curry. Not going to get used. Kobe, not much of a difference from his other cards. Thankfully, I pulled a Kobe out of the 250K locker code, though. So I made about 900K off of Kobe because I just threw a bunch of Hall of Fame badges I had in my collection and just threw them up and see what happened, and he went for 900K. T-Mac, again, still on normal. The cool thing is we did end up getting like a lifetime agenda out of it. We got the all-star agenda or whatever they're calling it. The top rewards, Blake Griffin, not crazy. Larry Bird's good. Larry Bird's a quick grind. I think Larry Bird's only about 4 to 5 hours. Larry Bird's not terrible. Actually, might be less than that. I wasn't paying attention when I was doing the grind for him. So, not terrible. Dominique just plays a position that, again, look, 1, 2, 3. 3 guys just up here. And I like, his jump shot's kind of a set shot. Like, they've done something weird to base 8 the last couple of years where it's more of a set shot than the good jump shot it used to be. If you use Brandon Roy in, like, 2K20, you know what I'm talking about. I love the jump shot so much. It was Trey Burke-esque, I guess. It's probably the easiest way for guys that didn't use it to understand it. It was Trey Burke, but you went up higher, and it was such a smooth release. I loved it. Glenn Rice was in packs. LeBron was in packs. Tom Chambers was in packs. Jamal Murray and Bam were also a part of this. The nice thing is about these cards, because the bottom ones were Evos because you had to Evo these, and then once you got these, you had to play with them to get this. Nice part about these, though, is you could actually add badges to these Evos, which was nice. I wish they'd go back and do that for the level up program, because then I could add badges to Ben Simmons, I could add badges to Thurl, and it would make life a lot easier. Buddy Hield's good. Buddy Hield is basically a shorter, not as good dollar store version of Kobe, kind of. I mean, he's 6'4". He's got Kobe on quick, which is nice. Good dribble style. I think he has quick. And a lot of, like, the real, like, if you're a budget guy, there's a couple of cards that came out. These two, if you're not playing competitive, I recommend both of them. Steph, I use Steph for, like, my non-skill base because I've always made a Steph Park build for the last, like, 3 or 4 years. So I always use his SIGs for it too. I use, like, his jump shot, his dribble moves, all that stuff. So pretty familiar with him. So I really enjoy that card. And Buddy Hield's growing on me the last couple of years. More so like an early in the year card rather than at this point, because we're just kind of at the hype meta now. But for, like, budget cards, Buddy Hield's good. Bob Pettit, I hate his jump shot. It's like a set, weird. His legs are like 3 feet apart. Larry Nance is probably the best. Much as I hate it because I love Bam, Larry Nance is probably the best pink diamond we got out of this. I do like Bam a lot, though. Bam, Larry Nance, like, you can basically build an entire team and then some out of just the offline stuff this year. It's really nice. Elton Brand, not great. Jump shots, Patrick Beverley, normal bad jump shot. Craig Hodges has the worst jump shot in the set. I won't be told otherwise. Haven't gotten the card yet, but just seeing him shoot from people doing challenges, I can't deal with it. Chauncey Billups is one of the slowest shots in the game. Desmond Mason, again, offline card. He can dunk. He can dunk. Again, Anthony Simons isn't terrible, just not great. Same with Derrick Jones Jr., just too small. Lowry, you're a bum. Terrence Ross, I always enjoy Terrence Ross cards. Anthony Davis, for you guys that want an Anthony Davis that you don't have to pay for and you can get him in like 20 minutes, not even. Definitely go the Anthony Davis route. And then Dwight Howard was in packs. Boban was part of the Evos. Nate Robinson was part of these Evos too. So Trey Burke too. If you guys need like a real budget point guard, wouldn't recommend him though. I would recommend Steph because Steph was like 3K. The nice part about these Evos too that I also didn't mention is they were available to do online or offline. The challenges were different. Offline had a lot more like just stats and stuff you had to get. But I definitely like that idea. I don't know if it shouldn't still be a standard moving forward with Evos. Because obviously for most Evos, they're going to want to, I think they're still going to want to go into like the different archetype path that they were doing at the beginning of the year. But especially for this point in the year, I do definitely like the online or offline version because it does appeal to people that want to play only online and still get Blake Griffin, or the only offline people that still want to go get Blake Griffin. You can do it both ways. So I do definitely like that set. That set was a W. And And then we got a set on Monday that was All-Star Moments. So All-Star Moments, if you guys didn't watch the dunk contest, it was terrible. Other than that, though, the set's okay. Jared Allen's really good. Evan Mobley's going to be my favorite card on this set because I used the Amethyst Evan Mobley to death. Loved him. Glad he got an upgrade. The next card I need to get an upgrade is Jonathan Isaac, because when Jonathan Isaac gets an upgrade, he'll be back in the lineup. Darius Garland is probably one of the better 300s. Him and Steph, honestly, just because he gets really good badges. He is only 6'1", though, so still wouldn't recommend him over like a Steph, but, I mean, hey, not too bad. Obi's basically his Amethyst. Cat is a couple of Hoff badges better than his other Opal. Same with Steph. They didn't really change much on these guys. This Kate Cunningham sucks. Absolutely terrible. We'll find out. I'll tell you guys more about that in another video as to why. But yeah, don't get this Cade at all. Precious, not bad. It's just 6'8", trying to run your center. I liked his Amethyst last year, so I probably won't get this card because I think his timing's still on normal, unfortunately. But, I mean, he'll probably get some run at some point possibly for me. Jayshawn Tate is a 6'4" forward. So, I mean, his stats look good. Stats, badges, all that's incredible. It's just his height is just not it. But, yeah, that is all of the Season 4 stuff. So Season 4 is a wrap. I will be getting you guys a video here in a little bit as far as the breakdown for Season 5 and what to expect. And then also there will be videos up as far as what the content goes and stuff like that. But, yeah, appreciate you guys for sticking around. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.